Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Find It Trading, I've got Cozy Winter 8x8 paper pack and also 4 of these adorable little 3D pushouts, 3D embellishments. They're absolutely adorable. And you guys, together they make really charming cards like this one for your winter cards. And this is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer could win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, let's take a look at these little 3D pushouts. You can call them 3D pushouts, punchouts, little 3D embellishments. You layer foam tape between each of the layers, and you're getting a little embellishment just like this one with all the little layers on them. So cute. So this one right here has 3 separate embellishments on it, and this one is called Cozy Drinks with the little cocoa and the delicious little winter cookies. It's so charming. And then you've got this one. This one is Cozy Bears. Okay, 1, 2, 3 little sets of these cozy bears, the little trees and the scarves. And then this one, you've got the Cozy Drinks. Each line here is a different embellishment once they are assembled. And then Cozy Flowers, which are absolutely beautiful. Here's some feathers in there, all the little berries, very, very beautiful. All right, now let's also take a look, and I'm going to show you how to assemble these as we go along, but let's move on to the paper pack. All right, so for this one, you're getting 15 double-sided sheets, and then, or does it say 16? It says 16 double-sided sheets, 12 designs, and then you're getting 2 embellishment sheets. Okay, so let's check this out. A little idea here, and you're getting multiples of each one, and they are double-sided. It's a nice weight as well. Beautiful little scene in the snow with the little berries and the twigs, the cinnamon sticks, all the delicious little cookies. Once again, you've got your little spices and your little pine sprigs, your delicious little drink of coffee. I love this beautiful little, the little sprigs and berries and flowers. Another one on the dark wood is so pretty. Little pine boughs in each corner. And here's just the really beautiful with the forest. And then you've got snow up here. And then we're starting all over again. You get a second set of everything, and I'm going to go all the way to the back. Then we have our sheet of cutouts with tags. And then another sheet of cutouts. And then the back idea here. Okay, so just really charming and adorable. So let's take a look at this card. This one initially starts out as a 4 by 8.5 inch Slimline card tent fold, okay? And then I turned it on its side, and I used my scoreboard to score it right at the center so that one of these, the end would just flip back like this, okay? And then when you open that up, a little pocket right here for little tags. Really charming. And first of all, I went ahead and I inked all the edges of the papers on the panel with my favorite cocoa bean and my little blender tool, and then glued those to each panel. And then this one, I cut paper to the same size as this panel, and then I just tore that edge, okay? Inked the edges of this paper and then glued it on 3 sides, all right? And then added some white jewel border dazzle stickers, which are just so fun and perfect for the snow. Put one along the bottom edge here, and then also a length here and here. And then I used these brown big greeting dazzle stickers. And there's thank you, birthday, love, hello, happy. And I put happy birthday here, and then hello here. Also put one of those dazzle stickers on this side. So when you fold it shut, I went ahead and folded it and then placed my hello so that it would be centered there when it was closed. Really, really sweet. A little white bow at the corner using our 1/8 inch ribbon set. This is, of course, our little cozy bears with all those layers. Absolutely adorable. And then I added some little white snowflake dazzle stickers to just kind of around here, and then on the little cutout tags, just at the tops of those as well. Just a really cute and easy one to put together to send to a friend for their birthday celebration. Really fun. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. This one folds out just like that. And for this one, you guys, I used an arch cutting die. Here we go. Nested arches. And I used this gold sequin cardstock, which is absolutely fabulous. Got nice texture on it. And I just turned it like this and then chose the second, let's see, which one did I choose? Yep, the second to the largest arch right here. And then just kind of cut my paper down and cut out 3, or die cuts, you're gonna need a die cutting machine, 3 panels. You turn this over, okay? This is the little back side where you would write your message. And let me grab my ruler here. Always forget to grab my ruler. All right, so I just used some brown cardstock, and I used a 12-inch length, and then it is 3.5 inches tall. And then I scored that using my scoreboard at 4 inches and then at 8 inches, all right? And then I went ahead and I die cut just directly from the paper pack, the second size down, so it would be the third from the largest, right here, this arch. Inked the edges of each one of these arches, and then went ahead and foam taped them to, and foam tape just works better, or double-sided tape works better on this really chunky glitter, sequined rather, and added those right there. And then this first one comes from the paper pack, so it's already printed on here. This one right here. So I just put my arch right around that, and then place that one. And then these, I just used the barnwood with a little cinnamon stick, and I sort of placed my arch so I would include the cinnamon stick. And then here's the all over cookie paper. I did use another little strip of paper across the center here, and then I assembled both the cozy flowers and cozy drinks. Inked the edges, I find really helps when you use your blender tool. If you just have a really stark white edge, just a little bit of that brown ink on the edges, and glued those both there. And then I used the We're Together Dazzle sticker collection, and it comes in all these different colors: gold, silver, brown, and white. There's 2 sheets for each. One is very horizontal, one is a little bit more vertical in the sayings. And I used these gold ones to add thinking of you, my friend, and hugs to each one. And then on the back side, this is one of the cutouts from the paper pack. Just cut that circle out and added that right there. So you have lots of space to add a little greeting. And this just looks so nice, just sitting up on your friend's shelf for the winter months when it gets sort of dreary out. All right, so this one, you guys, is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. Covered the card with brown cardstock, and then just cut out that beautiful scene with all the trees in it. Let me see if I can show you this one right here. So I just added that right there. And then, you guys, I used a single doily that was 1.5 inches wide, and it's the craft doilies, which I forgot to grab. They're listed down below the video if you're watching us at paperwishes.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. And I just cut a doily so that it could just add it right there, even with the edge of the paper, and just put a few little glue dots around the edge to secure it. Then I took the portion that I cut off and I just added it above the top edge. Here is a cutout from the back of the paper pack. Here we go. This one right here. Cut that out, inked the edges brown, and glued that to the center of the doily. Added a little bit of brown ribbon from that 1/8 inch ribbon set. And then down the left side next to the fold, there is a brown with gold border, jewel border dazzle sticker, and added that. And then you guys, I've got for our greeting, this is inside outside primary color dazzle stickers. Okay, we call them inside outside because there's a greeting that is meant for the outside and then also one for the inside. So primary colors, red, yellow, blue, but we thought you also needed, let me see the yellow there, brown, green, and black. Okay, just to kind of round off those colors. I'm trying to find where the red one is. Oh, it's hidden right there. All right, so just added, keeping you in my heart, and then there's some little heart stickers on here, and I added those as well. All right, so finally we are returning to our giveaway card. So this was a 5 by 6.5 inch card. I actually took my paper cutter and just trimmed off 2.5 inches from the card, so only half of it is left. Covered it with this really cute little berry sprig paper on one side and then the dark paper on the other, and I centered this paper on the card so that I would have, let me see if I can find it, so that I would be able to fit, yeah, there we go. I wanted to have the little elements right here, so I sort of trimmed off some of the top and the bottom. And then used a circle die. Here we go. Circle die for the inside, of course, which I inked a little bit of brown. These are cutouts from a paper, actually. And then added my little doily right here, assembled one of those cute little 3D elements, glued that to the center, and then embellished that and the little cookie using a gold pearl jewel dazzle sticker. And then, yeah, that's just make sure that when you glue this here or glue this here first, that you are making that image align so one's not sticking out farther than the other. This one's glued, this one's foam taped, and then I used Get Well from the same pack of the We're Together Dazzle stickers in this brown. Just cute. I also used our little corner rounder here, and I just love the just sort of the smooth shapes it gives. Now, this is our giveaway card, so as I'm going to tell you about how I do the giveaway card, I'm also going to assemble one of these cute little 3D pieces here. So we love giving away a project every week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday videos. Okay, so here's from the little cookies, and I punched them all out, and then I placed some little foam tape on the back of each one of these little layers, just like that. And then I love to use our giant wheel of foam tape. It's 150 feet or 50 yards of continuous 1/2 inch wide foam tape, and it's really easy to use. Debbie and I like to just take a big chunk of it, and then you just trim just like this. And it's nice to use titanium scissors so they don't stick. And then just little pieces just like that. That's all you need to secure. But in case you don't want to do that, or you're traveling and you want to assemble these, then we also have them in little pre-cut packs. This one has 100 squares that are already pre-cut, and this one has 400. All right, and I'll put both of these down below the video in the description box. So as I was saying, I'm going to put all these little foam tapes on here and I'm going to assemble. But our giveaway works like this, where we are trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, we ask that you hop on over to YouTube and you can just search My Paper Wishes, that's the name of our channel. And we ask that you subscribe to the channel while you're there, and then like this video with a thumbs up, and then leave us a comment. And then after about a week, we'll reply to one of the viewers' comments with congratulations, you have won this card, and we give them instructions on how to claim it. And we also use their YouTube username. So it'll say congratulations, username blank. So when you are leaving your comment, make sure you pay attention to how that comment is labeled, because that is your YouTube username. And then, yeah, we give you instructions on how to claim your card. which is just really a fun thing to do. We do that 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday videos. Basically, if I'm hosting, I'm giving away a card. And then follow the instructions about claiming it. It's just a fun thing that we love to do, so I hope that you participate. So I've attached all my layers, and then you'll notice that these layers are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. So it makes it really easy to do that. And then you can either attach more foam tape on the back or glue, and then you would have just a really sweet little 3D embellishment. Because these are kind of squishy, they really don't have any problem getting through the postal system, but if you do want to put a piece of solid cardstock on top of that, it does help it run through your post office. All right, you guys, so we have a fantastic money saver on these collections. For your cozy winter cards, all you have to do is check that out right there on the right hand side of the screen. All the other items are listed down below the video. There's also full color photos of all the cards, so you can check that out. If you're watching us over on YouTube, it would be great if you would subscribe to our channel. It helps our small company grow. And all you have to do is look below the video in the description box, and there's a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page where you can see the money saver right there, all the items down below, and don't forget to participate in our card giveaway. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.